So we finished off with the Emerson and Stevens E&S Jersey Boys Axe. I've got it seated a little bit further down on the shoulder. I think this is about where I want it. Now, it's not a perfect fit at the back here, but like a lot of these old hand-forged axes, the eye tapers in kind of some odd ways. So right behind the back of the shoulder here where it meets the pole, goes up into the eye with the pole here. It's got a real kind of abrupt swoop. So maybe about a quarter of an inch up into the handle, it starts making contact with the, or a quarter of an inch up into the eye, it starts making contact with the handle. So I'm okay with that. We're getting good contact all the way around on the inside. It's sitting on the shoulder right about where I want it. So now it's wedge time. And really the only things left to do on it are give the handle a quick sanding, make a wedge for it so the wedge fits the eye, and maybe cut the kerf a little bit deeper. So let's get after it. So we've got some lines marked out here on the handle of where the head's sitting. We've got good contact. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see some of the marks that it's kind of scuffing on the inside of the handle, leaving some of that rust behind. But yeah, so we're going to be trimming, roughly 3/4 of an inch off the top of that tongue about. And I'd like to cut that kerf a little bit deeper. Maybe we'll get it down to about, right about there. Drop it in another 3/4 or so. Then we'll give the handle a quick sanding and work on the wedge. You can see here, right about here is as close as I can get the pencil to mark. So the head's sitting up maybe about there, and you can see where that handle is making contact with the inside of the head, or yeah, the inside of the eye there. So there's that little divot, but it'll be fine. You're still getting good contact further up. Alright, so just do a little bit of sanding. I'm going to hit it with the random orbital just to speed it up a little bit. Then we'll come back and hand sand it a little bit after. Handle's good. Now we need to work on something for a wedge. Alright, so I just quickly cut up this cherry wedge. It's nothing super fancy. It's just a nice piece of cherry. So right now what I'm going to do is just measure to see how far this is going to go in, just so I know when I am bottomed out. That is when it will be bottomed out in the front, and that is when it is bottomed out in the back. So as long as we get full compression, or good enough compression, before we bottom out there, we're good. So this will do the final seat of the head here. And we'll get after it. Looking good. So now we don't have a super giant gap to fill here, and it is a bit wider in the front than it is the back. So maybe I'm going to taper. I'm going to taper this wedge just a little bit and then redraw my line. Because right now, if you can see here, my wedge is even. So I'm going to taper this down so it's a little bit narrower in the back than it is in the front, and then I'm going to redraw my my depth gauge. Well, I apologize, everyone. This was one of those minutes where, or times where I thought I was recording, and I didn't get any of that wedge driving. But here's the end result. Yeah, it came out really good. The compression looks super tight. We filled that eye 100%. We're almost bottomed out there, so let's zip this off on the bandsaw and clean it up just a touch. I apologize, guys. I really thought I had hit record, but I guess when I was lining up the shot, I did not. We'll get it on the next one, probably. So this is the block of cherry that cut the wedge from. It's just an old piece of firewood, but it's super dry. It's actually really nice wood. So, but wedge cutting time now, or trimming time. Cherry does smell nice. Look at that. Can't ask for more. All right, we'll clean it up with the vise. Just gonna clean this up a bit. So I'm very happy with how that wedge came out. Super tight. Really no gaps whatsoever. Everything is very dusty, but that's all right. Yeah. Nice front to back. That cherry looks really good. So, yeah, I like it. Let's get the handle oiled up. That ash is actually looking really nice. It's dry. It's soaking it up already. You know what? I didn't burnish this handle, but that's all right. It feels very, felt very smooth. Didn't really feel like it needed it, I guess. I'm actually really impressed with how it's not really translating on the camera, but kind of how golden the color is. On the handle. It definitely looks darker in person than it does on the camera right now. So it's pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of a BLO on the head. I'm not going to leave all of this on it. When it comes time to kind of wiping the excess off the handle, I'm going to wipe the excess off the head too, but a little bit of oil is not going to hurt it. Yeah, I'm really surprised at how alive that that ash really became. Got some really nice color to it once it got some oil on it. So nice, very cool. Again, it's not really translating on camera, but it's kind of a nice dark goldeny honey color. And it feels good. A sheath or mask will definitely be in order for this one. It's too cool. We'll have to sharpen it up and test her out a little. At some point. Just like I gotta test everything else out that I haven't. But all in due time. We're having fun either way. Yeah, Emerson and Stevens. Handmade. 2 3/4 pound boy's axe. So we're all wrapped up, at least for now. The handle came out really great. I think it looks good. I really like the color that ash took on. The video's really not doing it justice. It's more of a honey color. It's looking a little light in the camera, but Yeah, it's really cool looking. I think the head looks great. You can see that. Emerson and Stevens Manufacturing Co. 2 3/4. Still need to sharpen it. Yeah, but it's looking good. Overall, I really think that handle matches that head nicely. You can see our hang here. Nice and tight. No gaps. That cherry, the color on that cherry is really nice. There we go. The color on that cherry is really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It feels great in the hand. Now I just need to put an edge on this, which it shouldn't take much because it's already looking pretty good. The only thing is there is a tiny chip right in the middle, but that should come out fairly easily. Just some files and a mask, but yeah, it's looking good. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more cool stuff. We'll pick a head and start hanging it on that white oak handle next, so stay tuned.